Chris.
And I'm Cynthia.
And we're the Hanya family.
So we're going to do some Canadian content for you guys today because that's what we do here on the weekends. Today I chose one that was also on our list. The artist is Danny Michel, and the song is Feather, Fur, and Fin.
Feather, Fur, and Fin.
Yeah, and the person who asked for this is Gwazi. Yeah, I don't think we've done a request for this person before, so this is a first.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's Canadian content, and 2008, I believe it said this came out.
Yeah.
We'll have to check it out. This is Feather, Fur, and Fin by Danny Michel.
I went to the country to escape the noise and lights, and I laid there in the pine cones all night. I woke in the morning and all the trees were gone. I got this sinking feeling, everything felt wrong. There were strip malls and dollar stores and diesel in the air. So I slept in a rowboat and I anchored far from shore. Now I don't hear them chainsaws no more. I woke in the morning when someone pulled the plug. I was stranded in the lake bottom sludge. Look at all the tires, paint cans and things. Well, every little critter in feather, fur, and fin cried to Mother Nature to come back for them. And for every piece of litter, for every little sin, she cried for all of them. Feather, fur, and fin. She cried for all of them. Feather, fur, and fin.
This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, I don't know, it's like it's supposed to sound almost backwoodsy, but his vocal is very much not backwoodsy sounding either. And it seems like he's basically talking about the same thing the other day that we listened to, just an environmental thing.
Yeah.
Because we pollute too much and we cut down the trees and we do all sorts of stupid things for our own conveniences.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, and you say he was trying to get away from it all and it just kept on crawling up to him. You know?
Yeah.
Of course. Well, that's the way society has been.
Laying in the woods and all of us among the pine cones, and all of a sudden it's all strip malls and things in that area.
Yeah. No, I've seen instances just like that where people, you look even just down the way here.
Yes.
There's Brampton proper with, 600,000 people or so. I don't know what the number is anymore. But
653,000 last time I looked. But yeah, it's probably higher.
A lot of people. And, outside of that is the outside areas. It's Caledon, Georgetown, and whatnot. A lot I've seen, especially in Caledon, these long streets that just go on forever with nothing. You see this one house, big, rich house.
Yeah.
With a couple nice cars.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. Which, they went and got that place so they could get away from it all. But then you look at the end beside Brampton and on the way up, and it seems to be slowly crawling towards that mansion.
Oh, yeah. It's like my sister decided she was going to move out further because she moved to Caledon, and then it started getting busy in Caledon and they started building a lot of things, and she was like, let's move again. So they moved further so that they could try and get more into the woods area so they didn't have to be around so many people for some reason. But it just doesn't work because society just keeps growing.
Yes.
And that's just how it is. You can go try to run away to the woods, but it's all going to come to you soon.
Yeah.
That's just the way it happens.
We got to go somewhere, and 800,000 people are not going to fit in Brampton, so they're going to go that way.
So they just keep pushing out further and further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More houses, more housing.
I think people just need to learn how to do things better so it's not hurting the environment in the process. But
Yeah.
you know,
Well, we should be careful on our numbers, but
no kidding. But it's hard
can you
to do.
What can you do?
It's hard to do.
As far as our numbers, they wouldn't be so bad if we weren't polluting as bad as we are. So,
Yeah. But let's continue.
Yeah. Sorry. Got into a rant there. All right.
I went to an island down the Caribbean way, and I laid there in the sand all day. I turned on a radio and I heard the DJ say, we're batting down the hatches down the San Olino way. I swam the ocean reef, but the coral always gray. Every little critter fur and fin cried to Mother Nature to come back for them. For every piece of litter, for every little sin, she cried for all of them. Feather, fur and fin. She cried for all of them. Feather, fur and fin. She saw the eagle's eye weeping in the willow. To the mantis and she cried into her pillow for the salmon and the Fraser and the salamander's kin. She cried for all of them, yeah, feather, fur and fin. She cried for all of them, feather, fur and fin. To the city when all the trees were gone, and I laid there on an asphalt lawn. And she cried out 1,000 days of hurricanes and floods. Her face ran with tears and the streets ran with blood. Fur coats and sushi boats and diesel in the air. Every little critter and feather, fur and fin cried to Mother Nature to come back for them. For every piece of litter, for every little sin, she cried for all of them. Feather, fur and fin. She cried for all of them. Feather, fur and fin. Feather, fur and fin. She cried for all of them. For feather, fur and fin. She cried for everything.
That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sounded at the very beginning, it sounded like it was going to be trying to be a hokey kind of song, except his vocal is not at all. But then it got really funky with the sax, the baritone sax things going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And
so good.
There's definitely a reggae element to this.
A little bit.
Like a reggae jazz.
Yeah, it's kind of jazzy, kind of reggae-ish, kind of funky. I don't know. Really good.
But it's emphasizing on the 3 like a reggae song, and it's got that guitar going bing, 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 and which was the thing kind of in the 80s, of course, in the 2000s, early 2000s. That was kind of a thing. A lot of bands were using the reggae thing, like Jason Mraz and stuff, which is kind of the same as this.
But what I really enjoy is, like, even lyrically, it's done so well.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously about how Mother Nature fights back with the hurricanes and the really bad storms that happen, and it's really all our fault, like people's fault for polluting, you know.
But
and
that's
then
of
course we miss nature being the way it was. A lot of the time people are complaining about how they would like to get away from it all and that kind of thing, and it's just the further you try to get away nowadays, it's harder to do because we've taken over everywhere.
This is true. Really did like the sax.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I found it was a little over compressed all around.
A little bit.
But that, again, early 2000s,
Yep.
and that's kind of a thing they were doing. I was learning on that like in 2007 when I was in school. That's all we talked about, is how the modern songs, like
They
that
use
time,
too much compression.
they compress everything
Yep.
to hell, and it just doesn't sound as natural.
But musically and lyrically, this was quite well done.
It was.
Yeah.
It was quite a good song.
Quite well
that
done.
was slightly over compressed.
Yep.
Really good song. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear more from this group. Maybe they'd sound more interesting live. That way I don't have to hear the compression.
Yeah. It's all him, I believe. It's his music and lyrics by him.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
But yeah.
he's got a band that he uses.
Well, of course he must. But I mean, this is really good.
Mhm.
I definitely want to check out more.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's quite talented.
Yeah.
I want to hear more.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you very much for that request. It was most appreciated. Please don't forget to check us out on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and we're adding things there all the time. Also, like and subscribe to the channel, share with your family and friends, click the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.